Recreation Park is located in the Baldwin Hills Mountains of Los Angeles, California. In the beginning, the land was used as an oil drilling site, but then restored into a land of hope where people could enjoy nature and endless activities. The park was named after Kenneth Hahn because he was the one who contributed a great amount of his time to recreate the park and was the one who proposed the idea to make this land into a park in 1968. Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Park is greatly known for its different hiking trails and the scenic overview. Many people question why would they build a park right next to oil wells, but there was never a right answer other than just because the land was once overused to drill oil out of it, so Kenneth Hahn proposed the idea to build it there to reconstruct the land into something better, a place where people would want to come out and see it. The people in Baldwin Hills worried about their health and about their environment because of the oil wells and hydraulic fracking. They worried if it's safe enough to live in the area since there's more pollution, cancer rates are higher, and over time they have noticed damage in their homes, walls, and streets which they believed was caused by the Newport Inglewood fault and hydraulic fracking together. There have been various studies to conclude whether or not the oil fields next to Kennington State Park are safe. Therefore, there are three main reasons the park is geologically studied for. One, the oil drilling, which included also hydraulic fracking in the area. The Baldwin Hills Dam collapse of 1963 and the Newport Inglewood fault that runs directly under the Inglewood oil fields, who scientists believed might have been the reason of the Baldwin Hills oil collapse.
The Kenneth Hahn State Recreation is very important because it's located near an oil drill site. This oil drill site is using the process of hydraulic fracking. Hydraulic fracking is a process of pumping a mixture of water and sand, such as other chemicals, into the deep underground. Research has shown that over 600 wells are being used as hydraulic fracking in California. The purpose of hydraulic fracking is to pump out oil and gas from the rock formation in the underground. Oil and gas has been an important resource in the United States for so many years, but unfortunately, there are many potential impacts that can happen in the city of Baldwin Hills because of hydraulic fracking in this oil field. Research has shown that hydraulic fracking can cause the landscape to change into well paths and roads. These well paths and roads are being filled with heavy equipment such as bulldozer, road grader, and gravel trucks. Because of the well paths and roads, it has stopped the opportunity to grow crops and vegetables in the environment. The oil being spilled in the land and in the offshore drill site can cause bad impact for the animals that live around the environment as well. The offshore oil spill can damage animals' organs, liver, kidney, and brain. Research has shown that animals are being endangered because of hydraulic fracking. The oil field used toxic chemicals that float through the oxygen that humans breathe on every day. Research has shown that oil drilling near a community, such as Baldwin Hills, can cause people to suffer health problems such as nose bleeding, nausea, respiratory illnesses, and dizziness. We need to stop hydraulic fracking. It's important to fight for that cause because we will continue to suffer health problems and the environment will continue to be in danger.
The Baldwin Hills disaster occurred on December 14, 1963. This was when the dam that contained the Baldwin Hills Reservoir failed and flooded the residential neighborhoods that surrounded it. There were a few signs of lining failure that later caused leakage in the abutment. 3 hours after, the dam had leaked over 250 million US gallons of water. This leakage caused 5 deaths and 277 homes to be destroyed. The dam had been built between the years of 1947 and 1951 by the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. This was built on a fault that was also close by to Newport Inglewood Fault. The reservoir had been designed and built after World War II, when the pace of the dam building had been accelerated, even as some dam failures were occurring, which meant they needed safer technologies. There had been past experiences with other dams that gave this new dam a heads up that they can be damaged. The issue of the oil field causation was a central theme in discussions with little attention that was directed to the details of the failures. The design and construction of the dam had been expected and approved by the California Department of Water Resources, and meticulously documented by the agency in 1964, began to see the connections with the oil field operations in the Inglewood oil field and ground substance. There was investigations with this huge disaster, oil fields, and fault creeps were related to this leakage. This was a huge destruction that happened because it had been built on a fault.
Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Park is located along the Newport Inglewood Fault. According to parkcalifornia.gov, Baldwin Hills, where Kenneth Hahn Park is located, was raised by earthquakes that occurred on the Newport Inglewood Fault. The fault is 40 miles long and created the hills with a 420-foot peak. The drilling of oil has caused the land to fall back down two, by about 10 feet. Subsidence can cause many problems to the landscape because it has lost its support. The Newport Inglewood Fault is an active fault. It's a right lateral strike slip fault that extends for 47 miles from Culver City southeast through Inglewood and other communities. The fault has a slip rate of about 0.6 millimeters per year. Some have predicted that it is capable of producing a 6.0 to 7.4 magnitude earthquake. Many are concerned because oil is drilled right along the Newport Inglewood Fault. Many scientists warn that drilling for oil may cause earthquakes, and drilling along the Newport Fault may be more dangerous, since the ground is already unstable. It is unstable because of the fault and as well as the drilling of oil causing subsidence and the lack of support